Hi, I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right, this one's called Cuckoo Knievel. Yes, yes, I've done many stunts in my lifetime, many stunts, and they were all crazy. It was all crazy. Yes, I've done many of them. I once climbed a four-story building, the exterior of a four-story building, and I'm lucky I didn't fall off of it. I climbed the outside, like right on the window sills, and when I got so high up, it started raining, so that made it extra dangerous. So, and I had everybody out there too. Like I used to stage this, and I would call other people and tell them, "Look, be here at a certain time, and see me do my stunt. I'm going to climb this building." But I made it to the top, and then all of a sudden, the police came. Yeah, police came, and they got me off of there. You know, but they give me a written warning. They told my parents about it, and I got a written warning. So, and then there was another time when I set it up, and I had a lot of people out there, a lot of people, and I had them come to the alleyway, and right in the alleyway, I set up a door on some garbage cans, so it was up high too. It was high, and I was going to attempt to jump that ramp with my swing bicycle. So, I got everybody together, got everybody out there. It was a lot of people out there too. And I got all the way to the end, and, and I rolled up the ramp. I stopped at the top of the ramp, and I went back down. Then I did it again, and then this time I went, and then I jumped. And then I landed on my back tire, but it burst. It burst up on impact. Bam! And that was it. I tumbled over like 5 or 6 times, and everything was scarred up. Like my arms, my side, my hip, everything was scarred up. Man, it was crazy. But nothing was broken though. And then I jumped off a third floor. I jumped off. See, this was an abandoned building. It was an abandoned building. And we drug some mattresses out of the building and set them up down on the ground and stuff. And I jumped out off the third floor. So at first I was scared, and nobody else would jump. They got to the edge and act like they was gonna jump, but they didn't do it. So I said, get out the way, get out the way. And I jumped. And when I landed on the mattress, I said, boing, and face planted on the ground. So I'm lucky I hit the mattress because the mattress looked small from up there. Yes. It was crazy, man. And then I had a guy in my neighborhood that used to drive a Nova, a '67 Nova. So one day we was on Champlain Street, and I told him, I said, "Hey, look, I was on a skateboard. I grabbed the back of his bumper. I said, drive. drive this thing. Drive it on down the street. And I'm going to hold on and I'm going to skate on the back of your car. So he said, all right. I said, in about 30 minutes, be ready, okay? So I got everybody out there. Everybody was on the curb, standing on the curb. Everybody was standing out on the curb. And then I grabbed the back of his bumper. I hit the back of the car, and he said, go. And he was going like almost 40 miles an hour. I was holding on to the back of the... And then I hit a manhole cover. And I flipped like 7 times that time. Then, you know. But once again, no broken bones. But I'm telling you, I scarred my arms, my legs, everything up. Road rash. It was terrible. And then there was the wall. There was a school called Diet Middle School, which had a wall, and it was a wall like that, like right there. It had a wall, and it as you go out, it gets taller and taller and taller and taller. You know, because it was like a sloping area right there. Because there were stairs to go down, but when you walk on it, when you get to the edge, you will be high. That wall was high. And I walked the wall kind of like this, walked the wall, got to the end, and then I attempted a handstand at the end. When I got to the end, I stood on my hands, and then I came down, but for some reason, I got really dizzy. I got dizzy after that. So after that, then I fell off the wall. Well, it probably wasn't really that high. It was more like 12 feet tall, the wall was. But it was grass where I fell at. So I fell on the grass and knocked the wind out myself. And then I was laying there, everybody crowded around me. And then I got on up, I said, hey, hey. Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy stuff, man. But since then, I haven't done anything since I done those stunts, you know. But I had a lot more than that, you know. But some of them I messed myself up. Some of them I succeeded in, you know. But it's kind of crazy to do that stuff because you wasn't getting paid for it. And if you get hurt, you got to go to the hospital and stuff. So, I don't know. All right, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos with your family. Share my videos with your friends. Share my videos with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. All right, y'all. Peace. Adios. Salamet.